How to practice cold reads. A cold read is when you get a script for the very first time and you only have a few minutes to work on it. So sometimes when you go into an audition room, they give you a script and it doesn't say anything, right? It might say a description of who you are. You might ask, okay, well, who's this person? It might say, oh, she's from a small town city. She's to herself and she has big dreams, right? So, and then you get the scene. The scene will be like her line, let's say her name's Corey. Corey says this, and then the other lanes, whatever. So basically what you have to do is you have to make your choices very fast. So what I would do is I would read it through once, get the idea in my head, okay, what's this about? And immediately I know, okay, well, this is what this is about in this scene. And then I start reading it over and over and over again, seeing what else comes up. Because sometimes you have 5 minutes. Sometimes it's like you literally walk into the audition and they're like, here, take it, you know. Don't be afraid that if you want more time, to ask them for more time. I don't know any casting director that would be like, no, you have to do this right now, you know. If they hand you something and the casting director's like, okay, your turn, and you say, would you mind that I take a few more minutes to learn this? Or would you mind that I take like an hour to learn this and come back? Who's gonna say no to that? I mean, you wanna do your best work. So if you don't want to do that, then take your time and ask for it. What's the worst thing that they're gonna say? No? And if they say no, well then, perfect. This is why we're doing cold reads, right? And so then you make your choices. In a cold read, you have to be careful of two things. One, you're not like here the whole time and you can't see my face when you're talking. Two, that you're not on the paper the entire time, because that's the common mistake, is to be on the paper the entire time because we don't know the lines. So to find the moments where you look up and you talk, or even if you have to paraphrase a little bit or look down and then look up. To practice cold reading, get scripts. Get a friend and say, you know, if you guys want to find friends in the comments to do this, find the friends in the comments. Be like, hey, I want to do cold reads. Who wants to do it with me? Then pick a day you guys are going to work together. Set up a Zoom call. And then on that day, let's say I want to work with Alicia. Alicia, I'm working with you. Alicia, here's the scene you're going to work on today. And Alicia, you give me a scene that I'm going to work on. And say, okay, we got 15 minutes to do this. You guys go read it for 15 minutes and then record yourself, do the scene, and then watch it. You each do the scene. And you do that. You do that a few times a week. That's going to help you get better at your cold reads. To get better at cold reads, you need to practice. You need to practice. You need to practice. You need to practice. You need to practice.